Guys, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is only 2 weeks away. Can't wait for March to roll around and boot up Breath of the Wild for the first time on my brand new Nintendo Switch. It's going to be awesome! But you know what's not awesome? The Zelda timeline. I mean, how does it work? Why is Four Swords here and Four Swords Adventures all the way down here and the first Zelda game at the very end of the timeline? It just doesn't make sense!
Hey man, calm down.
Wait, Ben? How did you get here? In my house.
I don't know. I just woke up here one day and decided to stalk you in your basement until you realized I was here.
Well then, let's make a video. One thing that has been a frequent topic of discussion over the past few months was where the Breath of the Wild will fit onto the Zelda timeline. As many of you know, the timeline starts with Skyward Sword, the Minish Cap, Four Swords, and Ocarina of Time.
However, Ocarina of Time is where things get crazy. Here we see that the timeline splits into 3, depending on the outcome of Link's battle with Ganondorf at the end of the game. These timelines are the Downfall timeline, where Link is killed during the final battle with Ganon, and the Child and Adult timelines, where Link is successful in defeating Ganon.
So, where does Breath of the Wild fit on these timelines? Well, this Hyrule is very desolate, and almost everybody is dead. The ruins have been overtaken by monsters and wild animals, and there are few human survivors. Ganon has awakened his true form, Calamity Ganon. If Link doesn't defeat him in time, the world will be destroyed.
It even seems Link's reincarnation cycle was broken. As we see in the E3 gameplay, Link wakes up in what appears to be some kind of preservation chamber. It seems Link has lost all of his memories, as he remembers nothing from his life before his 100-year slumber.
Reflection of me, however. I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
But none of this tells us about where the game is placed in the timeline, other than that it is at the very end.
Although it seems as if this game takes place at the end of the Child timeline, let's take a look at the E3 2016 gameplay closely. Among the races shown are Gerudos, Gorons, humans, some kind of bird race, and the Koroks, which means that this game takes place at some point after the Wind Waker.
For those of you who don't already know, the Koroks evolved from the Kokiri tribe from Ocarina of Time. They did this in order to survive the Great Flood that caused the destruction of Hyrule in one last attempt to keep Ganon from destroying the world. It seems Calamity Ganon is the apocalyptic event that the gods were trying to prevent.
It actually makes sense if this Hyrule is the new Hyrule from Spirit Tracks, considering how vast and open the world is. It also makes sense since there's a central Hyrule castle surrounded by ruins. The Sheikah's magic technology explains why this could take place after a game with trains in it. The same technology used in the Sheikah Slate could be the same technology used in the Spirit Train. The Koroks show that this game takes place likely at the end of the adult timeline. After the events of the Wind Waker, Link sets out on an expedition to find a permanent home for the Hyruleans, and so Link finds the new Hyrule Stone in Spirit Tracks. Soon, Ganon came back after over a century of being sealed under the ocean by Link from the Wind Waker. However, this time, the gods did not intervene. In a vain attempt at saving the world, the royal family sealed Ganon in Hyrule Castle. Although a successful short-term solution, Calamity Ganon had constantly been growing in power. Soon he would be able to break free of his prison and destroy the world like Demise tried to do at the end of Skyward Sword.
However, since Link was preserved for 100 years, he was able to come back and defeat Ganon once and for all, marking the end of the adult timeline, meaning that timeline will never have to deal with Ganon ever again.
But that's just a theory. What, did you think I was going to say a game theory? No, I'm not going to rip off MatPat. Collab with me, MatPat! Thanks for watching, and follow me over to Ben's channel to watch his video on Splatoon 2's plot, which I was in. And you can also click here to watch my video on the top 5 Mario Kart Rainbow Roads. And click here to subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. Well, I'm trying to get it every week. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!